and welcome to the Flower Patch. My name's Iris Smith and I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Well, thank you so much guys for your wonderful messages. I really do appreciate it, as always. I can't get enough of them, and every time my phone goes off and I see it's from my YouTube channel, I'm so delighted. Right guys, today we're going to do a hatbox arrangement for Mother's Day. My friend has asked if I could make one for her, and she doesn't mind either if I post it on my YouTube channel, and she wants it in purples and pinks for her mum. Her mum's favourite colours are purples and pinks. So she doesn't mind of any flower. She said just do it, you know, to how you would do it, and I'll leave it in your hands. I love it when people say that. I can just go wild. But on this one, she did suggest that she doesn't want it high. She wants it quite low and compact. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I've got this medium-sized hat box. She doesn't want a large one. And I've already placed in some foam and I've placed in wreath wrap. Now, this hat box isn't just one colour. It is like a stone effect. So I asked her any colour hat box, and she says, well, as long as it goes with the colour of the flowers, she's not bothered. So I thought, well, let's give her the stone effect hat box and let her, have that one. So I've done that. Now I have got ribbon out. I've got lilac and I've also got the floral. I think I'm going to use the lilac. It is just silk. It's not wired. Now the reason I just want it in silk mainly is because if I try to take the inner side of the hat box out, because it does come with a plastic lining, and as you can see, I've just placed 2 pieces at the bottom of oddments, glued it into the plastic, and then placed in some stems to hold the green, the foam that I've placed the wreath wrap down on to those oddments. Now, the reason I want, as I stated, if I can get it, let me just get my scissors, guys, to get the tape off, if I can. But basically, I'm going to attach the ribbon on as a handle. So I want it to go from one side to the other as a handle so she can carry it. I was considering just placing it also around the edge like so, and place a small bow, chocolate box bow at the front. Doesn't that look lovely against that? So that is my idea for the silk ribbon. You can use wired, but I tend to use silk because it goes around a circular object a little bit better. It doesn't mean to say that the wired ribbon wouldn't do that. It would, but I just wanted this very pale pastel lilac, and I haven't got that in wired. I've got, well, I have, but the 63mm, and I didn't want one that big. So that's my idea. So while I'm thinking of it, let me just get my staple out so we can place that on as well. I have one of these so it can go down. As you can see, it's quite long here, so it can go down into objects like so. So we've got that, and I thought we'll do that slightly, perhaps near the beginning, and then just hang it down at the bottom of the hat box, and then also allow it, you know, and then bring it back up once we've placed in all our flowers. I have also cut down just three deco mesh. I've only cut them at 10-inch long, just to place a little bit of a ruffle effect into the hat box, and just a little bit of extra texture, just so, because I don't need any more than this, just so we've got a little bit something different than just flowers. So I have done those as well. Now I have got out what I was going to use yesterday, my white linonium. I thought we could add little bits of that in to make it look quite pretty. And my sister gave me these. She had a bag full, and I think they're like little lavenders, but I opened them up and she asked if I could do anything with them, and I said of course. Now you can use them like so, just bend them, they are tiny, or they've got a paper wrapped around them to hold the single stems, because they are single stems. And I've taken one out, and they do come like that. So I may dot them round like that, or place them in as a full one like so, but we'll see. She gave me quite a few things, bless her, so thank you, sister. And I've left her with other things, because she's doing some, not lollipops, but square square blocks with the Chanel yarn, and she's got little attachments to place on. So right, for our foliage, I've got out some light coloured, I've got two shades of this, or two tones, one's dark, one's light. I've got the light ruscus out, and these are all on single picks that I've placed on to dot around in the arrangement on top and around the sides as well. I've also got out, which I've got two colours here. I've noticed I've placed one darker colour in. You can see that's a tiny bit darker shade or tone to what these are, and these are the sage leaves. I haven't got many of these because I didn't want to put too many in, so I noticed I'd got one slightly darker in there. And I have got out some white berries as well. Thought with that would look really pretty. For our floral, I've got out some, these are ranunculus with a bit of pink. They look a bit like Queen Anne's lace, but they're not opened up quite yet, but they're in pink. And these have their own foliage, hence the reason I haven't got a third foliage out, because these have got lots of foliage on. So I've got these in, these are like more of a darkish tone of pink with the foliage. I have got a few chrysanthemums out with a bit of white foliage in them as well. I may or may not put these in, guys. I was looking and thinking, do I, don't I, do I? So I wasn't sure. I've cut down these off of the main bunch, some little lilies with some eucalyptus on. Again, these have got foliage on, so I don't need too much foliage for this arrangement. So they're sort of like a very, very like an ivory pink, but with a tiny dark pink in the center. I've also got out just a few I've grabbed of my lilac carnations. Now they are so realistic. So I'm going to put those in. Now I didn't know how many of these I wanted, but these again are a two-tone mini rose or spray rose where you get 2 flowers and a little bud on top, and I'm going to place those in as well. And then because I like to mix big heads with small heads, I've got 5. I may only use 3, but I've got 5 out in case of, again, my two-tone very light pink roses with, they look like a between a pink and a light lilac, or I'd say more of a pink tone to them. So we've got those, and I've got our lilac and purple bellflowers. They are lovely. I can't find any more of these where I got them from, so I don't know if they've discontinued them, but these are silk. Amongst with everything, all the florals on here are silk, and these are beautiful. And I thought I may either put both on or one of either little sign, just a cardboard sign what says Happy Mother's Day with a love heart shape and some flowers, or I might place this one on, which you can see it's quite thick with checkered, and it's polystyrene inside. I've placed the pick in myself, or I might place both on. I'm not sure with those yet, but that's all I'm using for today. And again, I may not use everything. So I haven't switched my glue gun on. Naughty me. So I'm gonna have to start with placing on the ribbon for the hat box. So I'm going to switch on the hat I was going to say I'm going to switch on the hat box. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see the hat box when I attach the ribbon to it. Oh my God, gracious me. Guys, there just isn't a day, is there, where I just don't mess up, whether it's usually at the beginning. But hey ho, never mind. So we're going to do that. So let's bring the camera down. Well, I don't know. What am I going to do? I think I may come closer. I've gave myself a little bit of room, because with it being a compact arrangement, oh, I just want my, oh mind you, I've got them. Yeah, I've got them. I thought I'd forgotten my cable ties. So you usually see a front and a back because you see the seam of the hat box. I like that to be, you know, at the back, but because this is a 360 degrees arrangement, I'm still going to keep an eye on the, I don't need to place that on just yet. Keep an eye on the seam for when I'm placing my ribbon. Now there is a front and a back, because the front is more of got a shine to it. The back there we go. The back is a bit more matte, so as you can see. So because that is just cut across, I tend to put a bit of glue across there. So I wish I'd put my glue gun on, but never mind, guys. So I'm going to, if it works, just place, oh, I don't want it to be messy, a bit of glue, and turn over the ribbon on the end. So we've got a nice, let me just take that off, neat and tidy and not fraying. So where's that? So we're going to place it around the center. Now you can measure this if you wish. So it's going to have to go outwards, so it's facing like that. And then I'll get my stapler and I have now placed that on. I will place another one on to be a little bit more, to hold it in and give it a little bit extra support. There we have it. So that is one. I'm going to do it probably about there. We don't want it too long, so I'm going to cut that there. Make sure I get it the right way. Just get some glue on my spatula. Glue on the tip again. Turn over the end. So we've got a nice, neat finish. Like so. So again, bring it on the inside and try to go opposite, which is about there. I'm just going to hold that straight. That's one. Come to the opposite side. Two. So there you have it. So that's your nice little neat. I'm going to place one there because it's just a little bit loose. So there you have your handle to your arrangement. So I'm going to place that down like that so we can do our arrangement. Then I will place in that, and then when you've got your flowers, there you have it. Now I was considering doing a bow or a ribbon going around to match the handle all the way around in the center, not at the top, but just in the center of the hat box. So if you don't have to, but I feel that always adds a little bit extra to your arrangement. Now I'm going to use this thinner one. If I could take the glue off. Let's melt it off. Oh, I do wish that I'd placed on my glue gun, guys. It is quite late today. I usually start in the morning. It is nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been chatting with my friend on the telephone. We're trying to get a workshop set up where we can teach people to do flower arranging, because something like that, as you know, I love to teach, so we're trying to get that set up. turn that one over as well. Always turn it over, even if you're doing it on this, you know, on the outside of the hat box as well, because you always want that neat finish, like so. So I always start where that seam is at the back, and I eyeball it around the center. Again, you can measure it, so it looks to be around 2 inches either side. So now I see that. Again, if you had your glue gun, I will keep my ribbon there, just place a bit of glue, oops, a daisy, on there and go over it. Hold it from the inside so you've got a bit more. So it's like that. So just pull on it, give it a little bit of a pull so it's nice and tight. You can every so often place a bit of glue on it, but on these sometimes you don't need, I don't need it if you're pulling quite tight. So I'm looking where I'm going, and I'm just going to cut past where I started, because I've got to fold it over, and plus I want this ribbon to stick onto this one. So you will glue that as well. Bend it over. Again, nice little tight. And you can start again. Let me place that in there. Start again if you want. Now you've glued it and you know where. Let me place a bit of glue on there to secure that. Oh. Just a little bit more. So I'm gonna go round. If you keep pulling it tight, you will feel that it's not sliding up. Some people like to place a bit of glue on just to keep it in place, if you want to. So for example, get your glue gun, just put a little dab of glue, pull over it. I don't tend to do it because it leaves a bit of a lump. And then now I'm at the beginning where I started, and I've just slightly gone over, which I'm okay with that because I am right at the beginning. So lift this up where you see this little bit here. I've turned it over where I folded it. Place a little bit more glue. And then fold it back on itself so it sticks to the other ribbon. Just get it off my fingers. And just hold it so till it sets a little. So now that is your ribbon just attached, and then you've got that as well. So that is your ribbon. Now you can do a bow. Unfortunately, again, this ribbon isn't wired, so I try to be very careful with ribbon like this. So I only tend to do a chocolate box bow, which is just 2 loops like that, and place it just at the front, down at the bottom. But we'll do that near the end. I don't want to do it just yet. So that will be nearer to our end. Place back in our foam. And if you want, you can glue this plastic, because these are meant for real flowers. So these plastic are so the water holds inside. So you can glue this plastic to the bottom if you wish as well. So I'm just making sure that that's central. So that is with a bit of our ribbon on, ready to go. So now I've got these, let's push that out of the way. I've only cut them, again, that it is a 10" by 10". So it's 10" to the top and 10" across. And all I want to do is just the basic, turn it over, on one end twice, ruffle my fingers up, and then turn it over on this end, just so the edges go underneath and they don't fray on the outside. So I turn it under like that one is now. I can do it. There we have it. So you've got that little dicky bow effect, and that's all I want to do. And then I just want to, once I've done it, place 3 pieces in a triangle position. So you can use Chanel wire, sticks. I did get some out actually. Let me just grab it again, guys. I have some on a roll, as you can see. Scissors. Don't need scissors. No. Yes, I have it on a roll. So just cut a little bit off. Just go around and twist. Oh, it's caught onto me. Just twist it in place like so. So when it's in our arrangement, it will sit up like that. So that's 1. Let me cut 3 pieces off. 2, 3. Sometimes I buy it on a roll because I don't always need the length of the Chanel sticks when that they come in. Again, do this on the side where it rolls over. So because it just naturally wants to go over. So twist, go over twice, bring your fingers up, and this one wants to go over again on this side. 1, 2, gather in your hand get your pipe cleaner. If you've got wire, you can use wire or pipe cleaner. Go on. Cable ties, that's what I was trying to say. You can get all different size cable ties. I've got several different sizes. Not every size that there is. And you can get several colours as well. But these pipe cleaners are very good. So that's them 3 done. So we'll bring back our hat box, and I have got floral pins or U-pins, whatever you call them, guys. I place this through the pipe cleaner where I've twisted it. I go through like so. Cut that pipe cleaner now. I don't want it that long. I will wrap the rest of the pipe cleaner around, and then I will anchor that in with the floral wire. So I'll bend it in half like that, the deco mesh, put a bit of glue on the floral wire, not floral wire, the floral pin. Place one in there, leave it like that. It will go like that once I get everything in. Do the same with this. Get another floral pin. I'm going through the center. You can place it in before. And then I'm going at this top corner. As well. Just get that. And then the other one. Just do the same. Place a bit of glue on that one as well, and place that one in that corner like so. So we've got that, and when our flowers are all in, it will all go lovely together. Right, on this occasion I'm starting with my flowers, and I will use first the bigger headed roses. And I definitely want one in the center. So let's grab one there. I'm going to place one on each corner of the foam. I want to also cover this area here. So I do place in florals along the side here. I don't want to be able to just see the top of, I stopped putting that in. I don't want to see the top of the hat box, the rim of it. Again, so I'm going to bring some floral down. As you can see, it's now hidden that top piece. We'll go this corner as well. And then on that one, have them slightly leaning over. So you've got that at this moment. Let me place that over there. Right, let's get some of the flowers down here. Now I'm going to get these lilies. Let's cut them. And with them having their own foliage as well, I'm going to place that foliage slightly hanging over, and I'm going down because this is going to, again, a compact arrangement. Bring some of that down there. And I'm going in between the roses with this, just to give a little bit so that foliage can hang. It doesn't matter whether you start from the inside or the, you know, from the top or the bottom. So now we have our little lilies in. I've got one left. I'm going to place that on top. With the rose. Again, when as well, another tip for when you're doing hat box arrangements, when they're compact, you don't have to have everything I say, like I'm doing it like this, then you haven't got to place like another one here, you know, symmetrical. Lovely hat boxes, you know, you can place things here, there and everywhere. It is a wonderful thing to do. It's like, as we say, a bit of a mishmash of florals together, and some florals you do see next to each other of the same kind as well. So we've got our lovely lilac, carnations. So again, it's gonna be compact. Let's just lift that up a little bit more. of going around our lily and rose in the center. So I'm only placing 3 on top because I want to bring some, like you can see, I want to bring some around the side. Bring this colour down below. That's a bit too long. I can't seem to push that one in. Let's cut it a little bit shorter. So we've got that there. I'm going to bring one under here. I'm going to lift that lily up and place one underneath the lily here as well. And if you want, you can bring this down a little bit if you think it's slightly too high, or when you place in other elements, place it on the top and it will just bring it slightly down like it has with this one. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's have a look. Do I need another one? No, I'm going to leave it like that with those. Because we have got quite a few bits here. Let's have a look at these chrysanthemums. Yeah, let's get the chrysanthemums in. 1, 2. Let's just start with 3. And I'm going to place those amongst it. Once you start getting the foliage in, you will see the difference by the green being added in. So let's bring one up here. It's getting quite full. You might think that we haven't got room. We've got plenty of room, guys. So there's our chrysanthemums added in there. I've got 3 more. I'm going to bring these around the side at the bottom. 1, 2, let me get that out. 3. Take the rubber band off of those, and they're going to go around the bottom. Hi, hun. And where I've placed the ones above, I'm going to place them in between, but at the bottom. I can't get that one in either. So let's get that just under the bottom here. one more. And just keep turning it around. I mean, it is quite full at the moment, but you can stop right there. And if you think that that's plenty, as you can see, or keep going. And with our bow or ribbon, there is the handle. But you can weave this through some of your florals, and I'll show you that at the end. But we'll just take it back off. Right, I'm going to put in a little bit of the foliage, so you'll see it come alive, and then I'll place in some more. So let's cut these down all at the same height. Oops. Now I start from the center, and because they're wispy, I allow them to stick up slightly so you can get to see them. Oops. And this, on this occasion, it brings it alive and beautiful. And we're just going to now go what I call the second level or layer. We've done the first one, which is around the center. The second one is under, and the third one is at the bottom. So we're going on the second. And then we'll get a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the bottom. Cut those all at the same. I'm going to do them all with angles on. So they can get into the foam. Now I'm going under, as you can see here, but I'm sticking it out so it's coming out and it's noticeable. But I'm not having it sticking out too much. Because I've created our boundary with the roses and the around the side. Let's have a look. I think one here. So that is with our flocked ruscus added in as well, just bringing that alive. So I don't need no more of that. I've got our sage leaves, which I want to place a few around the bottom especially. So let's just cut a few of those down. 3, 4, 5. Oops, the berries nearly fell on the floor then. So while we're on the bottom, just place them in, give a little bit of different texture. Again, so it's covering the top of our hat box. And slightly drooping over as well. You can bend them so they slightly droop over your hat box, so it gives that shape. So I've used 5 along the bottom. So that's those. And I've got 3. I'm not going to use too many at the top. Because they're quite wide compared to the others. So I'm going to place these in a triangular position at the top. And that'll be that for our foliage. And if you've got oddments as well for foliage or scraps, it's very good to be able to use that as well for this sort of arrangement. So that is what it's looking like now at the top. Doesn't that look pretty, guys? Absolutely pretty. But now you can see that there seems to look like now we're placing a lot of greenery in and the flowers are starting to be hidden, if that makes sense. So now the greenery is all in, we don't need no more. We're going to start adding the rest of our floral and maybe some of our berries as well. Let me just grab my drink my husband's brought me in, and our linonium as well. And then we've got this that we're going to add in also. I don't need that. And the ones that my sister gave me, oh, they're pretty. So let's see. Let's get some more pink in. Let's actually get these in because they've got a lot of foliage. I may not use those roses. I probably don't need them. Because they're a darker shade of pink. So these would look really pretty. So let's get these in. And this is where you see me do my compact arrangements, guys. Again, you tend to see me do a lot of wispy arrangements. I do like compact. I prefer wispy, but I do like to see compact. I like all sorts, guys, me. I'm very easily pleased with flowers. Very easily pleased. I think they're all beautiful in whatever design you create. What is that? I've missed something. I can't see it. Let's just see what's in the way. A leaf, right. So I've placed those on top. Something like that. So now I'm going to use some going slightly down a little bit. They are lovely. They're like a, I don't know, like is it like a mauve colour? Oh, something's stopping me again. Oh, it's another leaf. So we'll bring that one down slightly there. So we've got that one here. And as you're doing it, start at the top and just bring it around. You're going down, so you're staggering your elements and your flowers and that down. Obviously, if you've got wispy bits like these, ruscus and that sticking up, that's fine. But you've still got to position your floral at an angle so it looks like it's starting to go down in that dome shape. Unless you just want it flat on top. I like to see the dome shapes. I think they're pretty. But again, I like anything to do with flowers. So we've done one there, so we're going to bring one. Let's have a look. One around here. Have those sticking out as wispy bits. I think that's another leaf. You can tell when there's a leaf in the way because yeah, it is. Let's cut that at a 22 degree. Just slightly lift it up so I can see. There we go. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's have a look. I don't think I need any more of those ones, that shade or tone. Now let's see with our berries. I'll hold that with those a moment. Now purple, they are pretty. I don't need these roses, guys, because they're not, that's, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I'll hang with those now. We'll wait to see when the bellflowers are in. These remind me somewhat of a fairy tale. Oh, I can be ever so dreamy. Nice, a little fantasy. I've got some buds here. Some are separate. 1, 2, 3. And some are with the actual flower. That's with the flower. That's with the flower. And so is that. And so is that. Right, these 3 buds I'm going to place in this around the top. So let's just cut those. you notice, they've got a slight little bit of colouring on the ends here, like a lilac. We just have those sticking up. Again, they're small, so they're not too noticeable. When I move the flowers, guys, there's lots of room underneath with the foam. I think I need to just lift this rose a little. There. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 with those buds, so I may use those. So let's start around the bottom. That one's not going in very well. Let me get give it a bit of a helping hand, my hole puncher. Take the glue off. There we go. And then we're going to, no, I don't want that leaf with it, so we'll cut that leaf off. Let me just push it in. We'll do the same with this. We don't want the leaf because it's just long. If I place 3. Sorry guys, it's moving on me while I'm trying to lift the flowers. Three. Got 2 left. I could bring those up above. Let's take that one off. So we have that at the moment. Doesn't that look wonderful? And again, I don't want to use, I'm not going to use everything I've got out. I'm just using, you know, the bits from things with, I cut a bit more down than I needed to be basically on the safe side, or if I decided as I was going along I would put more in than say like 3, and I thought, well, let's get 5 in. I tend to like to put long bits of grass in, so I may place these in. One, let's cut them down. 2, 3. Stick these up above and use as a little bit of a wispy bit. And I've just positioned them where I've positioned the deco mesh. So it's giving it that little bit of a wispiness on top. Now, berries. Do I need berries? I think they look pretty. I don't want to put lots of berries in, so I haven't got too many out. So I'm going to place a few around, or about 3 up above, just so they can sit within. And break up a bit of the foliage that's in there. When I did real flowers, guys, I had to do a lot of these for Mother's Day. Quite a few. And bouquets as well. There was a lot of mothers who was really loved out there. My kids ask me what I want for Mother's Day, and it's probably not something everybody seems to ask for. But guys, because I've changed the colour of my decor in my house, I want things to match that decor. I'm a bit like that, really. I'm very colour coordinated with things, and I think it's down to all. I blame the flowers. You know, when I was younger and I had to do the courses. You know, the colour was part of an important part of flower arranging. You know, colour. So I always say to my husband, it's not my fault. It's just not my fault. It's doing the flower course that did it. It's turned me into that. But deep down, I decided, you know, I wanted a new. Please don't laugh. Because I've gone in the colour Egyptian cotton. I've gone for a new kettle that I want in Egyptian cotton colour, a new tea, coffee and sugar pot in Egyptian cotton colour to match the kettle, a new toaster to match the kettle, and a new bread bin to match it all as well, all in the Egyptian cotton colour. So then it all blends in. Because there was a one stage where everything was like retro colours, and I went for all that, blacks and things like that. That's all gone at now, so I've gone. I want that's what I'd like. That's what I've asked for. They said anything else? I said no, I can't think of anything. So that's what I've asked for, guys. I hope you don't think it's silly. But, oh, here's my cat. Oh, he wasn't well yesterday, guys. He really was a poorly baby. Hey, weren't you, Bobby? Yeah, weren't you? You were poorly yesterday. He was didn't eat at all. He was sick, wasn't you? Hey, so he slept on Mummy's lap, and he just didn't move. Literally didn't move. His heart rate looked really fast, and I kept watching him. I thought something was really wrong. It worried me. He is an old man, so I had to keep an eye on him. I was a little bit worried. But he seems to be a little better today. He's not eaten too good though, but he's had a little bit. Right, that is it with the berries in, guys. Doesn't that look wonderful? Just by adding those tiny little berries, you know, just gives that little bit extra to it. Again, it's a hat box. Some people do them smaller than me, but I like big things. I like things to be seen, I guess. Even though I know smaller things can be seen, but I do like things like this. Mothers are wonderful, you know. Fathers are wonderful, but mothers are wonderful. And with it being Mother's Day, you know, give them the lovely big things and to show that they're worth more than a little. You know, I'm just placing these in, guys. I have got more. My sister gave me lots. I'm just placing these in just to add a dark purple. And I've not taken them out of because they are wrapped in paper or tape. But I've not taken them out. No, it's nothing to eat. I'm just placing them to see the effect of what they're like, with them being a dark purple. I don't know whether that may be too much, because if that's too much, I may have to add some pink. But she did say she likes lilacs and pinks and purples. So I don't want to, you know, place in something what's too rich where it's not noticeable. I do want to see it. I'm just seeing if there's or do I just place in the odd one? Let's see. I think it may be the odd one, guys, because if I keep one there just for, I can't see if there's a space, but I'll keep that there. Let me get a few of the odd ones that I took apart. And then just by placing just the single ones, because they are on, again, they are on paperback. Just by adding the little single ones, I think just gives it a bit more effect. You know, just delicate. That's what mums are, they're delicate. Yeah, it's got to be, because otherwise it's taking over. So let me get the other few. There's one on the floor I've dropped. Now, because these don't reach the bottom, I will attach these to another stem, because the stem on these are only 2.5 inches long, so they're very tiny. So from the height up here, they're not going to touch the foam. So what I'm going to do is just put a bit of glue on and attach them to another flower stem or some of the deco mesh. Oh my good gracious me. So I'm just going around, dotting them around. Just even even little things like this, guys, if you've got scraps like this, you know, just add them in. They just give off that, as you can see, that just that little bit extra interest and beauty. And just have them, you know, again, like sticking out, so they're not actually sticking too far in. Just like the ruscus, have, you know, I had that slightly sticking out. Let's place that onto the deco mesh as well. I'm going to place a couple in the centre, 2 or 3, and I'll stick those onto there. And I'll place one on the opposite side of the rose and attach it to the sage leaf stem there. So again, just with those little details. So do I bring some around the bottom? I usually balance it up. Let's add a few at the bottom. So they do, as you can see, come off, just pull. They're on their own stem. They're just covered in a paper or foam tape. So I've just pulled it to open up. So I don't even know how many you get in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. You get 12. And I think they are supposed to be lavender. So I'm going to come down. And I'm just going to go under here. Again, do the same, attach it to another stem. Because the wire on these are not strong enough to go through into the foam. As soon as you push them like that, they bend. So unless you place a pick on them for the strength, which I don't really want to, and then you just attach that, then just attach them onto another stem, because again, they're very delicate little things. That go onto the deco mesh. So we'll have these down below. And if you want, you can place a bow inside. Again, I chose not to put a bow in. I wanted to place in the deco mesh. I just, you know, thought, let's have a change. Let's place in deco mesh from it. And give it that lovely look of it. I can't see, oh I can. I was going to say I can't see where I started. I can see it. So there we have it. So I don't need those few. put those on the floor. Now, do I use this now? Oh, it's so nice. Or do I use these? Let me just pull one out. Oh, guys. I think because there does look like there's a lot of lilac as well with the bow. I think we're going to need to bring just some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably 5 stems out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And place these around the bottom. There's no, I don't really, oh, they could go to the top. You see, you can take these off individually. You can pull, my cat now won't let me, pull them off like that. And place them on individually. I may do that. And then keep that one as a bud because you can't pull that one off. So I just snip that and have that as a bud. So let's do that. If I can now. So if you know, that there's always something you can do if you get like, spray roses like this. And if you think, well, to make them go further, I have to be a bit careful with some of them because they are a bit harder to pull off. There we go. Then to make them go further, but yet you like the bud on it and you don't really want to throw the bud, which I like things like that with buds on. And if you can pull them off this main stem, pull them off, cut off where the roses were on, save the bud, and you can scatter that bud around your arrangement. So you are still using all of it. You know, don't throw the buds away because they add a wonderful, look to any arrangement. Right, I've only got those picks left, so let me grab another bag. I had my delivery of my picks, guys. I ordered 1,000, so now I've got 1,200 because I had 200 at home. Oops, what am I taking it off for? So I've got 1,200 of them. I tend to, when I get down to about 200, I order another 1,000. So let's just move that out of the way. And then place that, wipe the glue. Even though you won't see the glue if there's a bit seeping out. To me, that still matters. Some people, they don't bother, they don't wipe the glue. That's, that's up to them. I like it to be neat. I'm not saying that people's aren't neat. It's just the way I've been taught, guys. And plus, through my own experiences, somebody coming back on me saying they can see glue. So, I only need telling once. And I've never done it since. It's just a learning curve, really, for all of us. We all go through things like that. If we didn't, we would, we wouldn't know we was doing it right or wrong. Or, knowing what to do for us customers. Customer care. Because we wouldn't want anything like that, would we? Somebody buying something and all you can see is dried glue. Well, I wouldn't. So that's that one. One more. Now these stems of these roses are rubber. So I'm gonna probably take the buds out. Let's have a look if I can. Yeah, pull them out, which is good. Not all of things do that. Now that one won't come out. There we have it. Glue that back in, because if it comes out that easy, it'll come out that easy in the arrangement as well. So I don't want this melting, and plus it'll be easier. I'll save those though if I ever need just to cover up a bit of a stem what's got rubber on and I've cut too much. I will save them. Right, so now we've got our buds, and now out of all that we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little roses on 5 stems. So back to our arrangement. So I want to place some at the top. Again, I want to bring what's at the top down or below, or what's down below at the top. Either way. Just because there is a bit of purple hanging around. So let's get some more pink in. Let me just... I can't see, guys. That's a good thing. There we go. That's one. Push that in a little bit more. I keep dropping things, Molly. And then place one around here as well. So that's sort of like broken up more of the purple that's been at the top. So now I'm going to come around here. So 1, 2, 3. So we've got one there, so I'm going to bring one in here. That pink around there. I like also doing Father's Day flower arrangements, because there's not many men want a flower arrangement or anything like that for Father's Day. And I know of a gentleman who, a few men who do like flowers, because they're keen gardeners, they love the flowers and things like that. So but a lot of people tend to think, oh, a gentleman, he's going to like navy blue. No, I know a gentleman who loves pinks, purples. He also likes what's the colour called? It's like a dusky pink. He likes those sort of colours, and he loves. It's really weird, you know, but he loves Oh no, no, don't come on here. You know, like the rich, deep purple and whites. He likes all those, you know, with whites mixed in with it. And I think that's wonderful. Oh, I've got one there. Can't place another one there. There. And I also know another gentleman who, oops, daisy, loves yellows and peach coloured flowers as well. And I love that. So if I bought him, you know, some flowers and there was peach or yellow, oh, he'd be over the moon, guys. If I gave him this for Father's Day, oh, the other gentleman, he would love that. So it's not all about men liking navy blues because they're male. That's just wrong. You like what you like, don't you? Pretty flowers. You see, I say I like pastels, me, but then I can make something in a deep, rich red, and oh, I love it. So basically, I haven't really got too much of a favourite colour. I'm just mainly, however the colours go together, I like. I'm not picky really. I just love flowers. Right, that's all those in that I've got around the bottom as well. So that's broken up, the purples with the pinks and things like that. Now I'm just looking at the linonium earlier. Do I add in just the odd sprig? Again, placing a few on a pick. So you can pull these off as well, I think. Yeah. So let me just place one on a pick. I've got the buds still. Let's just place one on a pick. Add it in. I can always pull it out. Not too many though. Yeah, I've made my mind up. So to be careful, because sometimes I've pulled on these guys and I've pulled this. Oh gosh, here we go. I've pulled it off the stem and the stem's still inside. Another flower I used to love when I did real flowers was Santini. Loved it. Oh, you see, I've done it. I've done what I said. I don't want to pull too hard. Where I've left, if you could maybe see there, left this stem inside. So and then I try to get it out, and sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Oh, how lucky was that? Let's get some picks on these. Just to add in a little bit of delicacy, as I say. Just something really different and adds to the texture. Now I've done that, I'm going to want to place some around the mid to bottom area. So let's just see if I can pull just 1, 2, 3. I'm pulling from the bottom. 4. Oh, I've done it again. Oh gosh, the luck must be with me today. Thank God. He's watching over me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get these in. And then that we'll add the heart and maybe the ribbon at the front, at the bottom. We'll see. And then that will be that, guys. Again, I've taken my time. I want you to see I can do compact. I know you don't see me do a lot of compact work, guys, but I have done a lot of compact work when I was doing real flowers, a heck of a lot, especially with funerals. So yeah, and things like this. So and plus I've got other techniques, you know, what I've been taught, things like that, other styles, other designs. I just try to keep in with what's going, the trend at the moment. Obviously it's wreaths, but when I do something like this, oh, I do enjoy it. Right, so we've got one in already, so we're going to go, let me just see, and again, let them stick up, let them be your wispy bits. You want, you know, the area, you want them to be noticed, so allow them to be noticed, because they are, linonium is a pretty floral. People think it's a foliage, but it's a floral. So I've placed in that there, and I may place one in the centre with that rose. Just make sure it's not. So that's what I've done in the centre. So that's added a little bit of extra interest as well in the centre. Now I'm not going to go, you know, all around with lots more of this. Again, it's not needed. It's got lots of interest and different textures. It's just a little bit extra. So I'm going to go around here with it. I'm not going under here. I could go in a zigzag and do it like that. So let's see, under the rose. Bring it there under the rose. Then I would bring this one slightly further up. We'll do it that way. So that's slightly further up. Then I'll go back down to the bottom. So then I'm covering all areas then. and just feel for the foam. Now let me cut that again. Oh, it's a leaf in the way. That's down. Go back up to the, slightly. Like that. And then back down. So then we've got them covering it all. Now there's another leaf, a bit of foliage. So let's just move that foliage from under here. There. So that is, as you see it now, with all of it in, we've just got our last 5 buds that I do want to place in. And I'm just going to place them really anywhere, to be quite honest. Again, letting them stick up. Things like this, use as wispy bits, allow them to stick up, to give that, you know, that lovely movement in your arrangement. So I'm just bringing these around the top. With the roses. Just move the leaf. There we go. So we've got now our buds in. Isn't that beautiful? Now, that's all for the floral and everything for my friend's mum. I won't place in any more. Now we've got a choice. Do we just stick something nice and pretty in a cardboard like that, where she can write on the back and write to Mom, Happy Mother's Day, whatever she may, or do I stick in that? Let me have a look. I don't want to make it too funky. Oh, you see, this seem to both look nice. Let me bend it. Would I stick that on the front? No. I'm undecisive, guys. I like this one. But I like that for delicacy and, you know. So it's a card that you can write on the back. Now this is where I'm stuck, because I shouldn't have got them both out. I think the card looks nice offset, but then I think this looks nice. Do I bring it down here? No, it looks better. Right, I'm going to debate that, guys. I'm going to leave that for now and have a debate on it. But the ribbon, now we're going to weave it through the handle, through our foliage, like you would if you're doing a hanging basket. Bring your chains through. So we'll weave that one through there. And just look through your floral. That's okay there. Do the same on this side. Let's have a look where that starts. Molly, let Mummy do this. So that, I know, goes through. Move there. I'm just placing what I can see what's through it. What's that bit? So go right to the bottom of these stems when you are weaving ribbon like this through, just to see on which side. And let's just bring that there. And that is your handle. Now, where's the back of it? There. So as for a bow, let's move those. Let's have a look if we're needing a bow. I think a small one would be nice. Just a small one. So lean that on its side. Let's get all this mess up so it doesn't go on the ribbon. So there's a way that I do the small bows with it when I stick them on. On this, what I tend to place on my roll of ribbon while I'm making a bow, let's just get the right side. I've got 2 to 4 inches on here. I think I'm going to have to do it from 0 to 6. Let's just see. Yes, I am, by looking at the size of the box. Now, I place that like that. Where's my scissors? I don't mind if I waste any, because I'd like it to be exact. So I place it like that, like I'm just about to tie a knot. I crisscross it, so you'll see here at the front I crisscross it. Once I've done that at the, while it's facing me, I'll take the one in my left hand. One moment, let me do that right. Yeah, the one in my left hand while it's crisscrossed, underneath this ribbon here. So I take it under, bring it back over the top like so. And because this is 6 inch, this has to be on the 3 inch mark on your thing. So it's like that. So both sides will be equal, the loops. One moment, Marley. Then this piece that's still at the bottom, what I've not taken through, tie a knot. Move out the way. Tie a knot with this piece here, what's over the top. So go under, through, sorry, for the knot, and where the 3 inches, pull and pull tight. Once you've done that, pull it off. There is your chocolate box bow. Then you can attach it or glue it on the back to your box. So let me just make sure the tail ends are facing the right way. I don't want the matte side facing the front. And if it does, then you can always stick it down on your tail end, which mine seems to be wanting to stay facing the back. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's just find the front again on our, so it's about the, so I'll get some glue, get your glue gun. I've unfortunately not switched mine on. Go to the back where you tied the knot, place glue on the back. It's on my nail. And stick it onto your other ribbon that you weaved around or did right at the beginning. So it's like that. So just place it on, stick it on, pat it down like so. So now you've got that bow. Now this this has gone where the mat is on the back, showing forward, and the shiny glossy bit is the wrong way round and on here. So what I do, I get a bit of glue. Again, use your glue gun, guys. Silly me for not putting it on for something like this. Get your glue gun. Place a bit on the top where the matte side is. Just a tiny bit, one little squeeze on the glue gun. Turn it over the way you want it, on the glossy side showing, and stick that onto your ribbon as well. So now that will sit with the glossy side forward. Do that on the other side. So this is the matte side. I don't want that showing. I want the glossy side. Twist it around. Press it down like so. So now you have the glossy side of your ribbon showing forward, and then cut your ribbon, either dovetail it or cut it diagonally, not so it hangs below your hat box, just above the bottom. So I will then grab my, let me do it this way so I can see where I need to start. Scissors, there's one. Go to the other side. I'll do it this side. Oops, just that little bit more. So there you have your little bow at the front. I've wasted that, but I'm you know, that doesn't bother me, guys, as long as the bow is how I wanted it. So then your handle and your bow and the ribbon around the box are all the same colour and blend in beautiful. So doesn't that look pretty? So I'm going to bring the camera up. So we've finished with that, but you can as well glue this onto the bottom as well. You can do that. So that's an idea for you to do. Let me just move all this out of my way. So you have several ideas, you know, how to glue it. I've done it where I've had the top of the box as the lid of the box, used that at the top as an opening and made it look like the flowers were growing out of the lid. You can do that sort of an idea. There's all sorts of pretty and wonderful things that you can do. Again, I'll debate about these. I'm not sure which I'd rather place in, or both. I'm just not sure. Oh my goodness, listen here. I place one thing in and the other one comes out. Never mind. So I'm not sure what my cat wants. It's not food time. So if you feel, which I feel that you could do this, guys, give it a go, you know, because it is a pretty thing to do, especially for a gift. It doesn't have to be Mother's Day. It could be for just a birthday gift for somebody who, you know, who you really, a friend, excuse me, a friend, or I was going to put the camera up. Let's just move it back. Or a family member. I haven't got a stand for it. What could I use for a stand? La 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 la. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'll place it on my big roll of wool, yarn. Oh my gosh. String, rope. String, rope, you name it, guys, whatever you want to name it. That's what I've placed it on. I will get there with it. I get like that. I don't know if you can even see me. Let's see if you can see the arrangement. Oh, not really. Let's just do it like that. Oh dear. I may have to bend down like this. So I will figure it out with these. I do like this card so you can write on the back. But if it's not for Mother's Day and it's just for a loved one, just as a special gift, or again for a birthday gift or something like that, then, and you don't want to write on a card, I do have floristry cards, guys. You know, if you ordered a bouquet or you know, anything like that, I do have cards. What I used when I did real flowers, where you stick in a bouquet and you write on it. I got lots. But I will, I mean, if I did have that, I'll place it just there, like so. And it's just that I thought maybe have at the back. I don't know. I quite like that. For some reason it's that. And I always say with, you know, if I place that in, I'm doubting myself slightly. So I always say, if in doubt, leave it out, you know. And so you can't go wrong then. So I'm basically placing that one in. I'm going to keep that one in. Hiya, Jordan. So I'm going to just place that one in and keep it like that. So, and then by using that, there is your lovely handle, because these don't come with handles, they're your hat boxes. So to create your own handle for your customer, you can do it like that, and it will be hidden when your staples, because your floral will be covering it, and your foliage. So with a nice stone effect hat box, a lovely lilac, pink and lilac flowers, as you can see, beautiful, with a little bit of deco mesh in, not too much. I didn't want it really to place too much in. I will glue this on because I know the lady won't take it apart. So yeah, I'm going to glue it. But yeah, a tiny little bit of deco mesh just to give it that extra little bit of interest. You know, like when you do your wreaths, if you don't really do deco mesh wreaths and you add a little bit, it gives that little bit of extra interest and wow factor sometimes, depending on what you're doing, if you want it to be seen. And so it's the same with this. Just add a little bit of deco mesh into a hat box arrangement around your florals, not too much that it's going to be too, you know, overloaded. I only put 3 pieces in, that's enough, because it's only the medium-sized hat box. And then choose your florals, your colour, the ribbon, if you're placing a ribbon in. If you don't want a ribbon on the front here, but you want one up here, I suggest place it nearer to the front, not in the centre, because it won't be seen, because your floral will drown it. So unless you have it sitting on top, which will look slightly a bit odd. And then work your way around in a, you know, and have a little wispy bit sticking out. That adds to it as well. I mean, if a customer suggests they don't want wispy bits, because I do always ask mine, you know, are you bothered about little wispy bits what stick out or anything like that? Majority of it, when I show them what I mean on things I've got in here, they tend to say, oh no, I think that looks nice. So yeah, add a bit in. But that is a compact, if I move the ribbon, that is a compact arrangement for, you know, a friend of mine, for her mum, for Mother's Day. Even though it's not till the end of March, she wants to get it in advance because she's going away. So she wants to know that peace of mind, she's got it. So I will wrap that up for her in paper with, you know, a nice card to go with it, like here. But also it will be sprayed, even though it's not going outside. I will spray it with UV protector, because if it's sitting in the window, the sun shines through, that can also have an effect, you know, on fade your flowers. So I will still spray it. Then once that's, you know, dry, because I do spray them with antibacterial spray first. Once that's dry, I spray it with UV protector. When that's dry, then I spray it with essence oil. So they've got that beautiful aroma. And I've got one where it's got a smell of roses. So I will spray the roses, because that's what we've mainly got in here. So then when she opens the package, she will smell roses. So I like to put attention to detail when it comes to things like that for the customer as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And again, give it a go. Whether it, you know, be in these pretty colours, or whether it's going to be in any other colours, lemons, you know, reds, oranges, blues, I don't know, whites, greens. You know, green roses are lovely. But you know my favourite colour is green. But anything you wish, but just add a few different tones. And again, the purple, the lilac and the pink are virtually on the same colour chart. They're like the same family, so to speak. Say like if you've got you know, reds and oranges, they're sort of like on a similar family scale, because you know they blend well together, and the pinks and the lilacs also do. So it you know, so that colour, they balance well together, they look nice together. So if you're doing a colour, so like if you're doing yellows, then perhaps do different tones of yellow. You know, maybe a sunflower yellow with a lemon yellow as well, and add a bit of white in. And if you want to add just a slight little bit of maybe peach colour with the lemon, again, like I've added these pinks and purples and different tones, a bit of peach colour with lemon, that would look really pretty as well, and it will make it look subtle and beautiful. So I hope that you know, that you understood that, if it made sense. So again, please subscribe, share and like, and keep your comments coming, guys. Press that like button, and I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Probably it's gone on longer than a read, but I wanted to take my time. I know a lady is doing a little envelope arrangement, and she asked my information on that, how to keep the flowers from keep toppling over. You know, I suggested placing some sand at the bottom, but in a bag, obviously, where it's secure bag, so that the sand doesn't come out, or a few decorative pebbles, things like that. And so if you've got any queries about hat boxes or anything like that, you need a few questions answering, then I will do the same, and I will help you as much as I can. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have a wonderful day, guys. It's nearly, well, won't be far before it's 4 o'clock, so I've been in here quite a while. Enjoy your rest of the evening as well. Keep creating, and I know you can all do it, guys. I know you can all do it. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. So all the best. I love you dearly, and again, please share and subscribe as well. You know, I much appreciate it. Take care. Bye for now. Bye bye. Rightio. I do see some people, when they do the videos, they do it really quick. But I do know that they edit it. So anyway, there's your deco mesh, and I used a neutral colour because I was using these pastels and colours and whites. I didn't want something really bright, so I used the neutral. So there's our mini spray roses, where they have got a two-tone, a little bit of grass that came off of them. There's our ruscus, our flocked ruscus, some like a mauve coloured peony, or is it a ranunculus? Might be a ranunculus. And our lovely carnation, and our beautiful bellflowers. Oh, how divine. And then our seeds, our berries, should I say, and our limonium. There's our limonium in white, and our chrysanthemums under here. And these are what my sister gave me. Some of these are lovely, really pretty, and have a wonderful effect as well. And our beautiful rose in the centre as well, our big rose, and some of our buds here with the little bit of, can you see the tint of lilac on them as well? And then our buds that we had from the spray roses. Keep things like that and add them in. And then there's the lovely ribbon on the front, as you can see. And there's the stone effect hat box. I don't know if you can see there. And then I'll sign what's fallen. I'll place that there. It might be better. Where it says Happy Mother's Day with some roses on. And you can write on the back, and you know, to your mum. And then our handle here to carry your beautiful gift. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And give it a go. That's my ball of oh, go on, I forgot, rope, string, whatever. Have a wonderful day. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now. I love you all. Bye bye.